everybody, welcome to Gossip and Gab. This is Tara coming at you today with a new article I saw online about Josh Duggar. So the article states, and it's from Radar Online, so if you're interested, look it up. And by the way, when I itch, it's because I have really dry skin, because I'm in Colorado and it's super dry here, and all the lotion in the world does not help. So no, I don't have cooties. FYI, just a disclosure that I'm going to throw out there. Okay, so now let's get into the important thing and away from my cooties, or lack thereof. All right, Josh Duggar denied having any issues with PORN following his recent arrest. Really? There's no issue. None. But the feds aren't buying it, according to a newly unsealed court transcript from his bond hearing obtained by Radar. The probation officers who interviewed Duggar after his arrest claims the reality star refused to admit he had any issues. The hearing went down in May after Duggar had been arrested on 2 federal charges of possessing and receiving child pornography. In court, the prosecutors made the case for Duggar not to be allowed out on bond. They feared he was a danger to the community. Eventually, the judge decided to release Duggar from jail, but ordered him to live with his parents' church friends. So, all right. He is not allowed to encounter any children, including his own, unless his wife signs off, which we know she will since he is above her in their religious hierarchy. All right, so during the hearing, it was revealed the government had sent an undercover officer to the car lot days before executing the search warrant. The items seized during the search were an HP computer and an iMac laptop, which contained the child P. After he was arrested, Officer DM Nugent don't know how to say that, sorry, conducted an interview to determine if he should be released on bond. The officer spoke with church friends who would be taking him in. The officer described the wife as being hesitant to allow Duggar around. She explained, like I said in a previous video, she explained that Duggar's dad, Jim Bob, had pleaded for help. I still would have been like, respectfully, hell no. Not gonna happen. Okay, the officer says during her chat that she also asked Duggar if he currently suffered or had suffered from any addictions. Now listen to how that's worded. Have you suffered from any addictions? Now, is any a limiting word or is any an encompassing word? I see any as an encompassing word. So if a police officer, any member of the government or court asks me if I have any addictions, I'm going to tell them, yes, Pepsi, nicotine, sugar, carbohydrates. I'm addicted to those. And occasionally I get addicted to TV shows. Right now, I'm kind of in between. So if you all have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, so do you have any addictions? What does Josh say to that? Duggar's attorney claimed the original question was he states, do you suffer from any addictions? Josh says no. Duggar's attorney claimed that the original question was about drugs and alcohol, not child P. Okay. Why would it specifically be about drugs and alcohol when you're in trouble for having an addiction to child P? Why the hell would drugs and alcohol be the subject, but not child P? Why? I don't know. Talk about some sidestepping on the lawyer's part. Okay. Which is contradictory to what his family, friends, and his own admissions in 2015 say. So he said he's had it. His friends say that he has it, and his family says that he has it. So the court then allowed questioning about the Duggars' past, or about Josh Duggar's past history of SAing his sisters, but dispute his consistent behavior track record and overwhelming proof that he does not control his urges and he has no self control whatsoever. And I blame that on how he was raised because if you're told your entire life that you are not responsible for those feelings and it's everybody else's problem that you have these feelings, what do you really think he's going to interpret from that? I'm looking at you, Jim Bob. What did you think was going to happen? It is a miracle that not every single man in that cult is a huge, just abuser of one sort or the other. Okay, so rant over. Once again, dry skin. Okay, so despite the above mentioned past behaviors, the judge still thought that it would be okay to release him on bond. Now, he is free until his trial date of set up somewhere in November. So May to November, he is just out there living his best life, knowing that it's not his fault, it's everybody else's. What kind of havoc do you think he can wreak at this point? Now, hopefully, yes, he has been taught that there's no repercussions, but hopefully, with the police and everybody showing up at his door, he's learning that no, his religion may not hold him accountable, but society will. Society will judge. And yes, they say only God can judge. Well, guess what? I'm not God, but I'm judging you. And I'm judging you harshly. And I hope that the law will judge you harshly as well, because you deserve it. Completely. So, and Fox News published a report, it's kind of older, on June 24th, 2021, that states Josh Duggar living in an eerie, desolate home. Bats in the belfry? An eyewitness tells Fox News the area where the home is located is indeed desolate. Very few cars pass by. The eyewitness says the property where Duggar is hiding away ahead of his trial appears hidden, instilling an uneasy feeling to passers-by. The house has been shut up with blinds pulled down and no trespassing signs have been posted. Okay, so in all seriousness, that woman, the wife, right, who's already said that she is uneasy about the situation, has been forced to stay in a secluded, isolated house with Josh Duggar. That would freak me out. I would not feel comfortable with that, and I would tell my husband, not freaking happening, especially because what she says that her husband's gone for most of the day. Like, I don't feel comfortable with that, and I'm not her. And apparently, all around the house is like woodlands, and it's all gravel streets and roads, so it's pretty much out there. Alright, well, if you made it this far, thank you for watching the whole video, and if you haven't already, subscribe, but make sure you like the video as well. Awesome. Thank you all. Bye.